Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 24 of the Bobcat Weekly Podcast, coming to you live from Bozeman, Montana, in Aiden's garage for the athletes that learn now. We do this in a garage if you didn't know. But for you guys that are new here, my name is Keegan Torsdahl, and I'm here with
Aiden Kuntz,
Brady Torsdahl,
and our special guest this week,
Ella Johnson,
Issy Bunyan.
Welcome to the show. You guys are women's basketball guest number 2 and 3 for the season. Izzy, you're the second international guest we've had on the show, so I didn't think when we started the show we'd be getting international guests, so it's kind of fun to be meeting a lot of new people and stuff. But yeah, we hope we should have another fun show for you guys this week. We've got a lot to talk about. Hockey, club hockey. We've been getting into a lot more. They're coming off of a pretty fun weekend. We'll talk about them a lot. Talk about basketball. You guys were on the road this past weekend, men's basketball as well. And then we'll look ahead to Cat Grizz Week for you guys coming up, as well as hockey as they continue to move into the playoffs and stuff. So, yeah, now we kind of get into a little bit of interview with you guys. For the fans who don't know, tell us a little bit about yourselves and kind of the journey to Montana State.
You go.
So I grew up coming to Montana like all the time. I had family who lived here, and so I kind of just fell in love with the state. And I feel like in middle school and stuff, I knew that I wanted to come out here. So then I started getting recruited and stuff, and I came on an unofficial visit, I think my sophomore year, and I just fell in love with it, the campus and everything. And then I committed that summer, and I've loved it ever since.
Yeah, I never grew up coming here, obviously. So I was just trying to get a couple of offers when I was in high school from colleges out here, and I came on a couple. This was my first one, so I came here, and it wasn't really anything I was looking for in terms of location and weather and stuff like that. So I was a bit, I don't know, and then I came out here and I loved it. So yeah, and then haven't looked back really.
So Wales, obviously very far from Bozeman, Montana. So kind of tell us a little bit about what Wales is like compared to Bozeman, and did you have any culture shock coming here with it?
I don't know. It is very different, but at the same time, I think people are people. It's not too different. It's not as cold where I'm from. It just rains a lot. It's kind of miserable. There's some mountains, but they're just not as big. Yeah, the fast food is better here.
Favorite fast food place here?
In-N-Out, but we don't have it in Bozeman.
Yeah. What's the closest one? Salt Lake?
I don't even know if we have one in Salt Lake.
They do.
I think we do,
So
yeah.
Salt Lake's probably the closest one.
Yeah, it sounds right. So Ella, you're from Elk River, Minnesota, right? So kind of same with this. Tell us what life's like out there, and then kind of the transition coming to Bozeman.
From where I live, it's kind of boring, to be honest. There's a lot of lakes, but the lakes around us are, you don't go swimming in them. But I feel like the summers there are really fun because of the lakes and just going up north all the time. And then the winters, though, are awful, the negative 40s constantly. And it does snow here, but it doesn't get as cold. Yeah.
At least not this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not this year. I guess, yeah, the new athletes coming here. Who are we? We were talking to someone the other day, and they were I was talking to someone yesterday at work, and they were like, is this what a normal winter's like in Bozeman? No, not even close.
At least we got a little snow today.
Yeah, I was surprised.
It was slushy though.
Oh yeah.
Gross.
All melts off immediately.
Yeah. One of my friends showed me a wonderful video today of, you know how you test the snow for avalanche?
Yeah.
You pat it down. It was a video of a guy up in the Bridgers doing that on flat dirt.
I saw that.
The
Yeah.
snowpack's great today. You can be a little more adventurous with your turns.
Yeah, I saw that too. But even you look at the Bridger Bowl ski conditions, and it's late spring conditions. It's terrible. But I don't know. I'm I was saying last week when we had the hockey girls here, I'm almost to the point where I want spring to come. If it's not going to snow much, just get on with the spring weather. I'm ready for spring and summer.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so kind of talking about your guys' backgrounds with basketball. Kind of tell us about getting into the game, other sports growing up, and then kind of getting to the level where you're at now.
So I grew up playing basketball since I was 8 or 9. My dad started a club where I live, so I played with him. It was mostly boys for a couple of years, and then he got a girls team in. And then eventually I left that club and went to like a team that had like more exposure for women's teams. And then I also played netball growing up, which is like basketball for girls. It's a bit different, but that was fun. And then I couldn't like really have time for both of them eventually, so I chose basketball. And yeah, I also played a bit of table tennis.
She's
Nice.
a champion.
Really?
Yeah. Back in my day, guys, I was pretty good at ping pong.
Nice.
It's a fun little trivia fact.
Yeah.
For me, I started playing basketball like when I was 5 probably. And then I grew up doing all different kind of sports. And then through middle school and high school, I also did volleyball and track. And then I also played AAU for basketball, so that really got me a lot of exposure to everything I needed.
So with, obviously it's, I think like we know the recruitment process in terms of kind of how things work here, especially we talked with Taylor when we had her on a couple weeks ago, but Issy, for you being international, in terms of growing up like middle school, high school, how does that work? And then how did recruitment look like for you being an international prospect?
Yeah, so growing up, like high school, well, I would play like age groups. So it's not really, you don't play for your school, you play for a club. So you'd play like under 12s. And then when I was like about 15, I like moved to a team that had like a women's team. And it's like semi-pro, so some of the girls have contracts and some people don't. So I was on that team for a long time. And then I also played like the division below, which wasn't great, but I got to play a lot. And that's where I got like lots of like highlights and whatever. And then I was playing for my national team in Bulgaria, and one of the assistant coaches, who's gone now, but he was watching, and then he started to recruit me and put me in contact with Coach Ben and all those guys. So.
And then Ellie, you talked about AAU and that stuff. So like high school basketball, what did that look like for you? How big of a high school did you come from?
I came from like the biggest one in Minnesota, so it's like 4A. Yeah.
So how do divisions work out there for schools and stuff? Because I know it's different than here.
Yeah, so we didn't have divisions. We had sections and conferences. So, like, you have your conference, which kind of you can just win the conference championship or whatever. But then to go to state, you play in your sections. And then you have to win your section just to get to state. And then that's it.
Cool. So we talked on it. I just mentioned it a little bit ago, but recruitment process for you guys, once that kind of started, in terms of do you have other schools talking to you, Montana State, and then ultimately making that decision to come here, deciding factors, what did that look like for you guys?
I think the deciding factors was mostly like the coaches. They're really like family felt, especially being like, I mean, I'm not as far away from home as Izzy, but they just are very warm-hearted and just very welcoming. And then also the community, because you see schools that literally like nobody shows up to your games, but having such a big community base, like showing up to our games makes the biggest difference.
Yeah, again, it's an overwhelming answer we get, community, is
Yeah.
what everyone says across all the sports, which I think is a huge part, and just like you said, deciding factors. But especially for us, like we talked about a lot back in football season, like us growing up and watching the football players and then becoming friends with them and stuff, it means a lot to us, but also means a lot to the athletes. So I think when you have a supportive community, it's pretty cool to, especially, yeah, like you said, when people come to the games and stuff and come say hi and all that. And I think it's definitely a big thing. Yeah, so another note I have on here, want to kind of talk about last year's team compared to this year's team. So obviously you lose a lot of people last year between graduating seniors, transfer portal, that stuff. You look to this year now. We talked to Taylor about this too, but just want to ask you guys about it. Biggest differences from last year to this year, and then adjustments, how you have to reset, reload, knowing you're coming into this season with a really young team.
Yeah, I think we lost a lot of like our scorers, and like there was a lot of people who were like, well, what are they going to do now? How are they going to put points on the board, with this group? And I think we've kind of cleared that up pretty much with Taylor and Addie and them lot, so that was nice to see. But yeah, I think it's definitely like the age thing has been the biggest shift, like from having our leaders like Esme and Mira and those lot to like now it's like us and like we don't really know what we're doing, So yeah, that's like one thing that I think for us is like being the major shift is like how we've had to step up as leaders kind of. Yeah,
I know we talked about it with Taylor too, but I remember sitting like last March, watching you guys and being like, next year's team is going to look a lot different. Like, and then Taylor made the point of it just comes to like younger players having to step up and stuff. And so that's what we talked about, Taylor, Addie, and Tegan kind of filling shoes, filling those roles. And Taylor also made an interesting point that we talked about where last year she described her role as more of just like defensive, being really heavy on the defensive end because like you said, Izzy, you had scorers. But this season she said she's been able to step up on her offensive end, which obviously we've seen two triple doubles in January. But I mean, and just kind of with that, like this season you guys are winning a lot of games. It seems like you're having a lot of fun, but just take us through what the season has been like for you guys so far.
Like you said, I feel like it's a lot of growing, everyone coming in the summer and just like having however many new people. So it's a lot of the fundamentals of like knowing our program, the insides and outs, but then it's just like, okay, you don't get to be young anymore. Like everyone has to step up into their roles and just play.
I also think like we all get along really well, which is really nice. Like we're all friends, like actually, and like I feel like people say that a lot, but they like don't really mean it. But like we actually are friends, and that's pretty nice. Yeah,
and I think too, you look at this team, so many freshmen coming in, and like they all play, which is super super cool. Like, and obviously it's different on the men's side. It's been different in the past, but like we were talking a couple weeks ago, like there really isn't anyone on the team who doesn't play. Like your guys' rotation stuff, like everyone's in, which is super fun to see. So definitely not like I guess would say like your typical basketball team what we've seen in the past with the Bobcats and that, but it's pretty cool to see. And I think another thing with you guys, I mean, you have a lot of young players underneath you. I mean, you're both juniors, like you said, essentially like the seniors on the team this year. So what's it like having so many of those like young girls underneath you to kind of work with?
I think it's fun because like all of those girls have so much potential and you can like really see it. And I think Coach Ben puts a lot of pressure on them to like be effective and like step up and understand their role. So yeah, it's fun to see because you just can watch them and know they're going to be great,
So you guys have been in the program 3 years now, three-ish. So talk about like differences from like when you, or I guess what the team looked like when you come in as a freshman, like initial impressions to like where you guys are at now.
I don't know. It's very different. I feel like if you're looking from the outside in, like it's the same thing every year. But when you're in it, like your position is different and your position changes and how you feel about your gameplay and how you feel about your teammates changes every year. So that's been pretty interesting.
Cool. Let's see. A couple other notes on here. I kind of talked about it already, but you guys have a favorite moment with the Cats so far over your couple years here?
Winning the championship.
Yeah, I think that was just an unreal moment.
Yeah, I think I peed myself.
Last year's team was super fun to watch. There was, I think, like we already kind of talked about, a lot different than this year. Whether with, I don't know off the top of my head how many between seniors and then people who left, but a lot of seniority in the room, which I guess shows from Coach Binford and the team, like you guys can win a championship from that perspective, but you guys have also been really successful so far this season. So interesting to see how the rest of the season goes, but I think it's gonna be super fun to watch. Another thing we talked about earlier in this season, your guys' non-conference schedule before getting into conference play, you guys played some pretty dang big teams, and you guys did pretty well against them. So kind of talk about coming into this season and how it was playing some of those big teams.
Well, I feel like the coaches really like try to challenge us in our preseason, especially playing those big teams. It gets us a lot of experience, but also makes us better. And then obviously playing them, and it shows that we can compete with like the top teams.
I think after we beat Colorado, we literally thought we could like take on the world. Like,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
Do you have a favorite facility that you visited so far?
Oregon
Oregon,
was
yeah.
nice. The Ducks, yeah. But then it was just a bad game.
Yeah, that Colorado game, I think we had it on the projector, whatever episode it was, we were watching it in the background, but that was a super fun game.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to kind of talk about that game a little bit in itself, I think that was a pretty crazy experience getting to watch that.
Yeah, I think we played like some of our best basketball in that game, and like Coach Bin will refer to it pretty often. Like when the standard maybe is dropping, she's like, "I need like Colorado standard right now," because we were just on it, and I just didn't. I felt like there was no doubt, like in our minds, we weren't like fearful or anything like that.
Yeah, that was a super fun game to watch, and yeah, like I said, it was on here, which is pretty fun to watch. We kept turning around, getting distracted watching it, but yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, that's kind of all the notes I have for that. Should we get into our questions now? Again, like last week, I think Instagram Q&A is going to take a decent amount of time with the amount of questions we have, so I think probably start moving towards that. Yeah, so these are our Bobcat Weekly kind of get to know you questions. These have been
Finally found a new name.
Yeah, I thought of it this afternoon. It's been for 23 episodes. It's been our rapid fire questions, but
But
they're
they're
like,
not rapid fire
Yeah.
in any way, shape, or form.
you guys don't need to take that long. You guys can take time to answer them. So I thought of it this afternoon. Our Bobcat Weekly get to know you questions. So we'll go around kind of asking these. So first one, favorite place to eat in Bozeman?
Mine's probably 7 Sushi.
Mine's Mackenzie River.
Nice.
What's the go-to order?
Mine's the Jaw Dropper.
It's good. I like I think it's called the Santa Fe sandwich, and then you got to change the tortilla chips for the fries because they do the best fries.
That is true.
Okay. Okay. I like it. Go
All right. What's your favorite thing to do outside of basketball?
I got a coloring book right now that I'm pretty locked in.
Nice.
I've been starting to sew. Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice. All right. Who has been your the biggest impact / influence in your journey so far?
I'd say my parents. I think they have like got me to this position.
Yeah, I would say my parents too. They've always believed in me and pushed me to be my best.
Have any of your parents made it over for games in your career so far?
Yeah, like both our families were here a couple of weeks ago, so that was pretty
Nice.
fun. Yeah.
A little bit of a longer trek than
Yeah.
within the states to come over here.
Yeah.
What's we asked this with Anna a couple weeks ago. What does traveling look like to get over here?
Well, I usually fly from here to like Seattle or something, and then Seattle to London, and then that flight is like 11 hours, I think. And then I live like 3 hours from London. So it just takes like probably about 24 hours door to door. So it's not the end of the world.
It's doable.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. If you could play any other sport, like professionally, besides basketball, what would it be and why?
You can go.
I would say ping pong. I don't know if you guys watch Marty Supreme.
No.
You
don't
should.
think
It's
so.
really funny, and he plays ping pong. And it's good.
I like it.
Mine would be volleyball just because I grew up playing it.
Nice. Good answer.
All right. Next one here. If you could give one piece of advice to the younger generation of athletes, what would it be?
I would say like believe in yourself and surround yourself with people who also believe in you. I think that's a big thing.
Yeah, I think always push yourself to be the best, and like your hard work does pay off.
Good answers.
Inspiration.
All right. What is your favorite song and or artist right now?
Me and Cadence Couture, we're pretty locked in on Florence and the Machine, and we love this song called Buckle. It's pretty good.
Mine's probably Noah Khan. Just always have loved him.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. This is a new question I added this week. Seems to go pretty well. With the Winter Olympics getting underway, what Olympic sport would you want to participate in?
I don't know what it's called, but it's like when they go down super steep and then it's like they're flying.
The, like-
skis.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I think it might just go ski jumping. Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
I like the one where they're on a snowboard and it's like a
Oh,
What is that
The
called?
half pipe.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
they're just doing
Like Cloud Nine.
Yeah,
Have you ever watched that?
That's such a good movie. But those people are so cool too. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was watching with Aiden yesterday. We were at a hockey game. And we had the women's big air snowboarding where they go like down and then hit the big jump, and they're hitting like 80 miles an hour on the takeoff, and it's just incredible. It was incredible to watch.
terrifying.
It is. It is. All right, and then our final question on here, our new favorite question: who on the team would you not let date your brother? Makes you think.
know.
This is good.
I don't know. I feel like everyone's pretty well behaved.
I'd say Tegan. She can be mean.
Yeah. Yeah, she'd probably bully him.
Yeah.
Really?
That is not an answer I was expecting.
Nice. All right. Moving on to our Instagram Q&A here. Aiden, do you want to start
I'm
with
not
questions
sure.
here?
You can-
Okay. We have a handful of questions from, I think this might be your mom, Carrie. Yes. Okay. She's got like 4 or 5 on here. So. Okay. I think like both you guys can really answer most of these questions. What is your favorite dinner?
Red sauce pasta.
Oh.
Yeah, we're pretty locked in on
Yeah.
that.
It's like once a week.
Yeah.
Nice.
Answer. All right. Next one here, also from your mom. Do you have a lot of downtime as student athletes, and what do you do in your downtime?
We have a bit of downtime. Like we get a Sunday off now in conference play, so that's pretty nice. And I don't know, I just usually lie in bed.
Yeah. I feel like we take it easy.
Yeah.
All right, next one from Carrie. Out of 5 of them, are you enjoying your role as the senior on the team, even though you're still a junior?
It's fine. It's fine. It's tough sometimes,
Yeah.
but we're learning. So
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember looking at the roster when we started the season. I'm like, wait a sec, there's no seniors on the team.
lot of confusion. And
Senior night's gonna be really fun.
hey, it might be good though. I don't think we've won a senior night game in a long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa,
At least the
I didn't know
past
that.
2 years.
Yeah.
Nice. Might work out better.
Yeah.
For you guys this season
Now we
then.
won't lose it because we don't have one. All right. Next question on your, how are you both finding being, this is kind of the same one. We'll skip that one because it's the same one. We'll do another one from your mom here. What's your favorite game so far this season?
Colorado.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm just noticing that she's spelling it with the U as well. Favorite with the U.
Oh, the Grizz game too, though. That was fun.
Oh yeah, when
Yeah.
you
The
killed
gold.
them.
Oh,
That was
The
a fun
gold
one.
rush is always
Yeah.
fun.
it was fun, but like it's also kind of boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, that much.
Yeah.
That much of a beatdown.
Mm-hmm.
Keegan, you want to get the next one here?
Yeah, let's see.
Do the other one from your mom. Go.
Okay. Say something in Welsh.
I think this one was directed at Ella.
Yeah,
wasn't
take
Yeah.
it. You got
I
it.
don't When you do it, you just speak gibberish. Like sometimes we like tell people she can't speak English.
Yeah, freshman year, we'd hang out, and I would just pretend not to speak English, and Ala was my translator. I'd be like, oh my gosh.
And then
They're like typing back and forth.
and then she came to Minnesota for Christmas, and we were getting everyone.
Really?
Like,
Her sister's friends with it, and I was like, what's up?
That's funny.
Yeah.
I feel like you could almost use it as a superpower. You don't want to talk to
yeah,
someone.
literally, like,
No,
Just
no.
start speaking Welsh.
Or like the salespeople that heckle you in the mall. Just,
Yeah.
just
There you go. That's
scream
easy.
Welsh at them. And,
Brady.
Pick one.
Yeah. I think this is from another.
We have a lot of repetitive questions.
This is from Seb Bunyan.
It's my brother.
Dream location and beverage combination.
And then he put an example.
His
like-
example was like a cocktail on a Hawaii beach.
Oh, okay. I think that's a pretty good one. A cocktail on a Hawaii beach. Yeah, I won't elaborate further. I feel like I shouldn't.
Fair enough.
Ella, do you have one?
I feel like tropical, and then a virgin pina colada.
Mm.
Answer. All right. Keegan?
Yeah, let's see here. Just another question on here. Favorite college basketball experience so far?
Winning the Big Sky,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
I think also making it to March Madness, like you grow
Yeah.
up thinking about like, oh, March Madness, and then you're actually like playing in it.
Yeah, kind of take us through like what that experience is like getting to travel out there in the game and stuff. Like,
It was cool. We got like a bunch of new gear after we won. So we got like matching tracksuits, new shoes. And then, yeah, we flew out there. We had like a practice the day before in the arena. And that was just like mind blowing as like one thing. And then, yeah. And we were in the game like until the first half. Like I
Yeah.
think we were tied at half.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were like, guys, we're going to be Cinderella story right now. And then they came out and they banged like 4 threes straight away. So, no. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was such a good
Yeah,
experience.
and
though.
chartering was so cool.
Did we charter?
Yeah.
That was cool. Yeah.
but it was, yeah. That sounds like a cool
I
experience.
think we saw you guys getting off our plane from spring break.
Really?
Yeah,
Was it when we got back?
Yeah.
Were they? Yeah.
because we were in Nashville and we
You're
thought
right,
about
we
thought
did.
about driving up
Yeah.
because it was only about 5 hours.
Yeah, it was like we could do it if we wanted, but yeah, now you say I do remember.
we were getting off the plane and I think all you guys were just like sitting around. I'm like, oh,
Which I recognized. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to elaborate on that. All right. Next question here is from someone. Same one as the last one, but top 3 basketball moments.
I feel like winning the tournament, March Madness. And then in high school, we won sections, so that was really cool.
Yeah, I would also say the Big Sky, going to March Madness. And then I went to a 3x3 tournament for Great Britain, and we were really bad. And we were like in a pretty good group, and the best team in our group was Brazil. And it was like our last game, and we lost all our games. And then we beat Brazil. It was pretty hype.
Nice. I get it. All right. Let's see. Which one? Seb's got a couple more. Second favorite sport behind basketball.
Mine's volleyball,
Mine's pretty netball.
not ping pong.
I mean, yeah.
so explain to us, what is it, netball?
It's okay. It's like the same court as basketball. You have the hoop has no backboard, and then it's 7 against 7, and you can only run in like certain. It's in thirds the court, and you can only run in certain areas. Of the
Okay.
court, and then you can't dribble, and like when you're defending someone, you have to stand 3 foot away from them. It's kind of random, but it's really good.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, it is.
We had a couple. Anna talked. She had a couple interesting sports from South
Yeah.
Africa on here.
I think she said netball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Netball, cricket,
Yeah.
a couple others.
Handball.
I think handball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom played squash.
Yeah. Never heard of squash
Really?
before. No.
Squash is kind of fun.
We just have like the same 4 major sports in the U.S. and that's about it.
Yeah. All right. This one's from the Ponte Panthers.
It's her dad.
That's my dad.
What's oh gosh.
I was trying to figure out what he's
There's
trying to
some-
say here. I
yes.
can't.
He can't.
He's not
spell.
good
What's
at
it like
typing.
playing for your
Okay.
country? Basically, is what it says.
It's great. Yeah.
Does he not have autocorrect?
No.
Okay.
That
And
explains a
it
lot.
becomes a problem. Yeah.
The next one has perfect grammar. So.
Yeah.
Keegan, when you get this?
What's your both you guys, if you want? What's your proudest basketball moment?
It's a lot of repetitive stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know. I feel like.
I feel like making it to March
Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good answer. This one is. Did we already ask this one? The last one from Seb. What's your
no.
favorite country / state that you've played in?
Hawaii.
Yeah. Hawaii.
Oh yeah, how was that?
It was so, fun.
Yeah.
I mean, like beach plus getting to play.
Yep.
Like it sounds pretty nice.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
What island was it on?
Maui.
Maui.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty good excuse to go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, we have 2 left here. I'll ask the last one
Yeah.
Okay,
if you
I'll ask
want.
the
All right, this
Yeah.
next one is from Carly Torsdahl, our mom. To each girl, do you have a nickname, and how did you get it?
Some people call me Bun because my last name's Bunyan, so they just
Yeah.
say Bun.
I feel like I don't have a nickname.
No, you don't.
No.
Alpha Bun.
Yeah, Cadence does call me that.
We had 3 of the hockey players on last week. They had some very entertaining stories with like every question we asked. It was hilarious. Like their nicknames and stuff. They're like, we can't talk about the background. Their nicknames was like, okay, fine.
For
Just shows-
context, the reason she asked this question so much is because I think the 3 of us have more nicknames than anyone in the
Yeah.
league.
Yeah.
Specifically him.
I think I counted 22
Yes. They're
because it
with
gets
all the
one,
different
and
combinations.
then it gets variations of that nickname that gets thrown around.
Yeah, you guys.
None of them are nice.
No,
No, they're all kind of mean, but
You guys
adopted them.
that know us well know them. But Skip, Mongo, and
Bernie Marie,
Bernie.
Lester,
Like, there's a whole.
Lester,
so
Lenord, because he doesn't know how to spell Leonard.
So Lenny started from Of Mice and Men because I'm big and stupid.
Yes.
Because like from Lenny who gets shot at the end of the book,
Yes.
and then that changed to Leonard because our buddy thought that's what it was. But I
Yes.
can't spell, so it turned to Lenord.
And it's Lester because the first time we did it, you jumped in the water, and I jumped off the boat after you, and I screamed, "I'll come get you, Lester," instead of I'll come
Yeah,
get
so
you. And
nobody
then-
calls me by my real name anymore. So
Yeah, you really like.
This
I
is
never
the only
do.
place where you get called Brady.
Yeah, pretty much.
rarely.
Rarely,
Even
yeah.
rarely, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, have you guys seen Blazing Saddles, the movie?
Probably
Okay,
not.
go watch it. It's
You just
like-
look up Mongo. You don't need to watch the movie.
Mongo. Yeah,
It's an acquired taste, the movie, but that's what I am.
it's that. I'll put it like I
I'm
guess
big
if
and
you
dumb.
guys that have seen it, it wouldn't fly in 2026.
No,
It's-
I
it's-
saw this wonderful joke that said they cut Blazing Saddles to air on TV today, and I think it was like 8 seconds long.
in the outro.
The title and the outro. But yeah.
And
Yeah,
then he's
go-
called Skip because he had knee surgery a couple of years ago. And my uncle, he's like, well, I assume they had to amputate your leg, so I'm going to call you Skip. And it stuck.
It's literally
For
just
the
Skip
record,
for
it's
everyone.
spelled CSKYP
Yeah,
because that's
It's-
the proper way to spell it.
there's our like.
It makes zero sense.
There's our weird tangent for the show.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You guys that know us, yeah, you know how it's like.
Yes.
I will say, you didn't accept Skip for a,
No, I didn't
for a while,
but-
and then you just...
And I was like, well, everyone calls
When
me
I
it,
refer
so.
to you to people as Skip and Leonard, and they're like, who the...
Oh, it's the 2 from the podcast. Yeah.
those 2 specials.
Yes. Okay, cool. Last question on here from Eric Fisher. So he says, a question for Ella and Aiden. Discuss what's your favorite game at Bozeman Sports Camp? Aiden was a camper back in the day, and Ella now works camp.
I do. Honestly, I love playing when we do instructor basketball. It's just fun because I kind of beat up on the other
Yeah.
instructors, to be honest. But also dodgeball is always super fun to play with the kids.
Nice.
Mhm.
Okay,
Bullying
so
the kids.
take us through. I actually never heard of this. What is Bozeman Sports Camp?
I mean, Ella can probably tell you more than what it is now. I was kind of around at the start of it. When was that? Like in elementary school. It was a long time ago. But I'd say my favorite game was probably when we played kickball in the wrestling room at Bozeman High. That was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Because you
yeah,
can just
that's
throw
a-
each
that's
other
a-
around.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. But I can't really attest to what it is now. But
Yeah, it's like a summer camp for kids to just go out like every day. Their parents drop them off, and then we literally just play sports games the entire day from like 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Like it's every hour we play a new type of sports game, and then it's like all ages.
Nice.
Yeah.
so if you have kids, go check it out.
Yeah.
It is a lot of fun, and the kids do enjoy it.
Our parents didn't like us that much. I'm just kidding. They just dumped us at our grandma's house.
Nice. All right, that does it for Instagram Q&A. these two are now in second place for questions. You
Actually,
guys-
I just checked. They're tied.
They're
oh, they're
with
tied.
Spencer
Okay,
for second
okay.
place
Well,
at
that's
16.
16 apiece. So
Yes.
yeah, you guys
Record-
listened to the show last week.
Record
24.
still sends at 24.
Yep.
And then you guys are now tied with Spencer, who's a club hockey player. So that's something you guys can carry now. You tied Bobcat Weekly questions. That's awesome. Okay, Bobcat Weekly question of the week. Do you want to ask this?
I'll ask the trivia question, so you go ahead and ask this one.
Okay, so here's a question we started a couple weeks into the season with the football players. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
No.
Yes.
What's the reasoning behind yes and no?
It's like my go-to pizza.
Why would you put fruit in pizza? Like,
Get the sweetness, you know.
No.
Yeah.
actually, I went to Mackenzie River, and they do a flatbread starter, and it has pineapple, and that is actually so good.
Oh,
But a real pizza,
Have you even
No.
had it?
yeah,
Okay.
like a Domino's with pineapple. You get
Well,
Okay,
pineapple.
not
Domino's in
Domino's.
general.
Really?
Domino's in general.
Okay, you
just
don't
isn't
get
good.
pineapple because that's like the canned pineapple, you know? Like, it's not the best. But, like, when it's like a fresh pineapple. Papa
But
Murphy's has good.
You wouldn't put like grapes on it,
Mm,
so
no.
why
No,
would
Well,
you
you?
won't
yeah,
put
no,
it-
you're not
That's
going to put
weird.
grapes on it.
Because
But-
it's not like ingrained into society.
But is it,
We need to
is
try
it
grapes
tomato
on pizza
considered
now?
a fruit and you put that on a
Okay,
pizza?
you eat mayo with your pizza.
Okay, that's
Oh.
weird.
no.
Yeah, so you guys judge the pineapple.
You have to try it. Like, get your crusts in it. Like, trust me, everyone I've put onto it is like, yes.
Nah, I'm not even going to try that. No,
I think that
it's not
might
so good.
be just about as weird as us. We put ketchup on our tacos.
You
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's,
Okay,
yeah.
nice.
We get so much backlash from,
Yeah,
it
we
from
do.
our friends.
I don't think I've ever heard of mayo on pizza, though.
That's
Now
new.
that I
That's
think about
new,
it, it doesn't
yeah.
sound like terrible, but like, it just sounds
It doesn't,
so weird.
something that doesn't cross your mind.
Yeah.
It's like, because you would have ranch with pizza, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, if you don't want the ranch to overtake the pizza, but you still want a condiment, you have mayo.
Okay.
I could see where they're coming from there.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ella, since you say yes, what's the best? I guess just in general, what's the best pizza place in town?
I don't really get pizza. Oh, I love stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut, but not pineapple from there.
Not okay.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta
don't-
say,
don't think-
Bridger Brewing does
That-
some of the best
Yeah.
They
pizza
do
here.
have good
Mhm.
pizza.
Yes, they do. I think they're probably up there with my favorite in town. Yeah. Okay. Trivia. You want to do trivia now?
Okay, this
Oh,
is
boy.
for those of you that
Give them the rundown.
listen. This is the same question that we asked Taylor. So, but what?
Give them the run, like what they can do and stuff for.
Yes. So, well, I'll ask you the question, and then if you guys don't know it, you can phone a friend to try and get the answer.
Okay.
But the
The
question.
only rule is you can't call the person
Call Taylor.
who is
Yeah,
Haley
well,
or
don't call Taylor,
or-
Addie, or Coach Binford because the question's about Coach Binford.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what two WNBA teams did Coach Binford play for?
Okay, the Aces.
Yeah.
Is it like a team that's no longer around?
I that's a great question.
yeah,
I
they're
don't-
they're no longer. around.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Both of them.
Both of them. Well,
Or-
I think one of them turned into the Aces.
But- Yes.
Hold on.
I think.
Well, let me double check this real quick.
I don't have her number. I feel like we should know this from, like, our lifting. I don't know.
Yeah, Taylor said the same. She's like, I
Okay.
feel like I should know this.
Did
The
she
fir-
phone someone?
Huh? Yeah,
She called
did.
Addie.
She called Addie. That's why you can't call
So
Addie.
yeah, don't call Eddie.
Or I guess you could call Addie. I don't know.
Well-
I don't know if
And Addie knew them.
They got
She
she
did.
got there
It,
eventually.
got
it
there
took. She took
eventually.
her a couple minutes, but yeah, she did.
Okay, they play in like a teal,
yeah.
right?
Hold on.
I think Dylan would know.
I think they're teal based off of their logo. I think they're teal.
Yeah. I feel like
One of
Dylan
their
would
colors
know.
is blue.
I didn't even know this. She played in Australia for 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she dropped 61 game, guys.
Really?
Yeah, they called her Swish Trish.
This one says in '97 she had a scoring record of 68.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Crazy.
pretty
feel like-
impressive.
I guess like they could call Addie, but
yeah,
I mean,
if you can't think of anyone else, you can call Addie.
I
Yeah.
feel like that's kind of cheating.
yeah. Well, then we got Addie on the phone. She's like, "Do you want me to look it up?" I'm like, "No, that's cheating."
No. I feel like Dylan would know.
Okay, that's phone down.
What if like they don't answer? So
Then
they're
you
just
can
like
call
out of
someone else.
luck.
Yeah.
Come on, Dylan.
Yeah, so the one team is now the Aces.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw. I
Okay.
looked at
So does that like count or?
Yeah,
like,
that'll count.
We can count it.
It was the Utah Stars.
Hello?
Hello.
Do you know the two teams that Swish Trish played on?
Wait, what?
The two WNBA teams that Coach Ben played on? Come on, girl.
Shoot.
The one was the Aces. Well, it wasn't the Aces. It turned into the Aces.
Yeah, was it Rocket?
The Rockets. That sounds
That's-
It's
fun.
close
That's
enough.
pretty
It's the
close.
Cleveland Rockers.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thank you!
Nice.
Yes.
Bye.
Did you just need one of them?
Pardon?
Was there only one?
Well, the Cleveland Rockers and then
Utah something, right?
The Utah Stars,
And then
who are now
Yeah.
the Aces.
now the
Yeah.
Aces. Yeah. Thanks.
Ah, yes. That.
Bye.
Bye.
We'll
Hey,
have to, I think we could just figure out how to like keep asking it whenever we have women on, and then just
Yes.
like that's a good
Obviously,
one.
we
It's a
can't
good
ask
one.
Addie or Dylan now
Right,
because
but-
they'll know. But
Nice.
There's a new WNBA Cleveland expansion team that might be reviving the Rockers name.
Oh, interesting.
Fine.
Okay.
Put Coach Ben in the rafters.
Seriously.
all right, moving on here. Brady, you want to talk some men's hockey?
Yeah, so big news, the men's hockey are the Mountain West Collegiate Hockey League champions, fighting, going completely undefeated in the tournament down in Salt Lake City, or 3-1.
Who did we lose?
Or,
No, we
it
didn't
was
lose.
3-0. It was only 3
3-0.
games.
sorry,
Yeah.
I'm just reading here. 3-0. So they win the Mountain West Coast, or not Collegiate, Coast League hockey team, which there's like no, you can't find any information on it. So somebody made a fan page, which was amazing.
Yes,
Bring the
thank you.
trophy back to Bozeman. It was a solid win Thursday. Beat Boise State 6-2. Haven't seen them since the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
But played pretty strong. They played Utah State, which was
Spencer did 2 goals in that first game, by the
He
way.
did. do two
Spencer
goals.
did score 2. Then Friday against Utah State, who we split this year, with a huge overtime win by, was it
Hayden Clem.
Clem got the
Clem?
Yeah.
Got the
Clem
overtime win, so that's his second OT score of the season.
Yeah.
And Saturday, for the championship game, they had a huge 5-2 win over the Utes.
And Spencer also did a goal.
He
He also did score.
Yeah.
Very impressed how these guys played. I watched all the games, and the roughest game was the Utah State, but Utah State's a very good team.
Yeah.
Spencer did say that rink kind of sucks because it's so hot in Utah that they can't figure out how to regulate the temperature. So the ice, he said it feels like sticky.
Yeah, and
for some reason.
That's what Grace said too when we were talking to her on Friday at the game because she couldn't play on the Friday game. But yeah, she said that rink is terrible for
Yeah.
playing in.
For the Utes, I mean, it should be good, but who knows? But it was a great tournament coming off the tough Cat Grizz loss the weekend before.
Yeah.
And then former guest Spencer Wilkinson named forward of the tournament.
Yeah, that was a super fun weekend, and we're continuing to talk about club hockey, but putting club hockey on the map because they're really good and they're super awesome people. They're super fun to watch. So,
Hopefully
yeah,
you guys are going back to the national championship this year.
yes, we made it to almost every home game this year. I think they finished up last week on this Cat Grizz was the last one, but yeah, super fun weekend for them. I think we're gonna try to get, whether it's this week or in the future, we want to try to get a couple of the seniors on, especially before if they go to nationals.
Yeah.
Because we do know them as well. But yeah, fun weekend for the guys putting club hockey on the map. I think they deserve attention to be talked about on here and wherever else. So yeah, fun
Did you
weekend
guys
for them.
make it out to any hockey games this season?
It does kind of perfectly overlap with basketball.
It
season,
does, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right.
There was a couple days where we'd come to like your guys' game and then go to hockey or like hockey and then come to games. Like they do
Didn't we
overlap.
swap Tegan at one of the games?
I have no
Yeah, she was at
I
one of the
think
games.
so.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, no, but the schedules do line up almost perfectly. But yeah, next season, if you guys get the chance, they start pretty early, like September, October. So get out and go watch them.
Yeah.
And the new rink is going to be
Yeah,
amazing.
They got a whole
Now they finally got the money.
seating plan and everything. Yeah, but yeah, they sold out Cat Grizz, which was
that's so
kind of cool. I think they were close. They were probably close to 4,000 or 5,000 people in there, which is nuts.
That's awesome.
That many people love hockey here. So yes, it was really loud. So yeah, get out and watch hockey next season. Unfortunately, they're done for this year. But
Unless you want to drive to St. Louis.
yeah, or back to Salt Lake. I mean,
Yeah.
who knows? Some might. Yeah, women's hockey. They also are finishing up their 2025 home season. So they had Wyoming here this past weekend. So they go 2-1. Friday they won 9-3. They were up like 5-3 going into the third, and then put up 4.
Yeah.
I have goals from 8 of the 9. Oziana shocked. Aiden Chisake, Bryn McKenney, Aaron Gallagher had 2, Nicola Roberts, Marin Snyder, and then I don't know who had 8, and then Leia Lewis had 9. So fun weekend for them. And then Saturday too, we were there. Goals from Grace, Aiden, Marin, and then I didn't have the 4th. And then they lost 2-5 on Sunday. You made a sign for the game on Sunday. You want to talk about that?
It just made a big old sign that said "Do a goal." We did not apparently do enough goals.
No.
But it was fun. I think I was the only one of us that made it to all 3 of the games this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was a good time. Good to see them for the last 3 games of the season. So show out to their games next year. We'll try and post them on the podcast page
Yeah.
to make sure we can get as many people there as possible. But yeah, good. Hoping to make a good playoff run for them. They're kind of the team to beat in their conference right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking for the best from them.
And it's kind of cold on the Botcher side where they play.
Yeah, it's real cold.
They they actually have heaters on the side where the men play and where the Ice Dogs, the high school team, plays, but it's cold where the
Put on
girls
some
play.
layers.
Yeah,
It's
layer
cold.
up. Even Grace talked about it too. Like it's
Yes.
cold on the
I
on the
made the
ice.
mistake of just wearing a sweatshirt and a vest on Sunday, and I was
It's cold.
dying. and I was sitting there by myself after the for the second and third quarters or periods. Those three quarters. That makes sense. So that kind of was really cold. I had to go sit in the beverage area to warm up. But yeah.
Yeah, that pretty much does it for hockey. Thank you guys for everyone who came out to the games this season. They were super fun. Like I said, we caught almost all the men's games and then the last handful of women's games. So super fun. Yeah, and like we said, having Spencer on here is a lot of fun. And I hope we get a couple more going further into their playoffs run. But yeah, moving on to basketball now. We'll touch on the men's first. Aiden, you want to talk men's basketball?
I would love to talk about basketball, actually. So the men had their first game against Idaho. They won 73-66. They broke their 2-game losing streak after losing. We lost Davian Brown, right? That was who we went down with an ACL injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, last 2 weekends ago.
Yeah. So we broke that 2-game losing streak. We are now 3rd in the conference behind Portland State and Montana. Jed Miller led the scoring with 15, and Pat McMahon followed it up with 14, both former guests.
Yes.
So good for them. Good win for the Cats. And then on Saturday, we played Eastern Washington. We fell 71-72. That was a really close game. Layups from Eastern Washington's JoJo Anderson with 18 seconds remaining sealed the game. All 8 players who touched the floor for the Cats scored. Christian King and Jeremiah Davis leading the way with 14. The men now sit at 14-11. That's 8-4 in conference play on the season. And they are now 3rd in the conference behind Portland State and Montana.
Yeah.
Going into the brawl this week.
Dude, it's the Achilles heel for the men this year. Is losing in the last couple minutes. It's like they're so close, so close.
Just got to get over that little hump right there. But
They're gonna be just
how
fine.
about I think we should just start blowing out teams by like 20.
Yeah, it'd be a good start. Cat Grizz this weekend, which we'll touch on in a couple minutes, will be a fun test for them. Yeah, moving on to women's basketball. You guys are on the road this weekend. Kind of talk us through how the weekend went, and yeah, just run us through it.
Well, we got 1-1. I think, Idaho were on a good streak before we played them. Their only loss was us. But, we still had a chip on our shoulder before playing them after I think we put like 30 on them at home. Yeah, and then we went in there and wasn't as fun as it was last time. Yeah, and then just tried to bounce back on Saturday then in Eastern. Had a good first half. struggled a little bit defensively in the second half. But yeah, we came away with the win, and that's all that we wanted. So
Yeah, good win overall, I guess. Saturday, the Eastern game. Taylor Chirk again, 18 points, 10 rebounds. She continues to do what she does.
Yeah, good season for her.
I think we credited her second triple-double to us because it was right after we had her on the show. So we're like, athletes come on the show, then they play really well. So expecting it out of you guys for Cat Grizz this
Good
weekend.
week for it.
Yep, against the Grizz. Let's do it.
Yeah, so improved to 17-6 on the season, 10-2 in conference, still second in the Big Sky. Yeah, and then kind of look ahead to Cat Grizz with the Cat Grizz weekend now. So the men, they tip off at 7, round 2. It's Dahlberg Arena, I believe. 7 p.m. tip-off. It's ESPN Plus, the local channel Scripps. And then the women tip off at 2. I think you put there's still tickets if you want to go.
For both games. For anyone that wants to go up and try and change the color of that stadium from maroon to gold, I think everyone would love that. So if you're available, make the drive up to Missoula for the good old Saturday basketball game.
Yeah. You guys want to kind of talk us through, like, looking ahead to this weekend now, kind of insight on the game. Obviously, a really big win here in Bozeman a couple weeks ago. But, yeah, kind of talk us through what you guys are getting into this week and looking ahead.
I think just like mentally preparing, and like obviously past weekend was like a learning lesson, so we just continue to grow and stuff. And then I feel like letting the younger people like realize like Dahlberg is like a loud arena, so I think mentally preparing them for that too.
yeah, and Coach Ben said in practice today, she was like the best place to win a basketball game's in the Brick. Second place is Boise. Third place is Dahlberg. I was like, yeah.
I would
So-
be shocked if Cat Grizz Missoula was sold out, because I don't know anyone who would want to go to that game.
Yeah, I don't think anyone in Missoula wants to go watch the Grizz get killed.
Yeah, so kind of a question I had for you guys. When you kind of look at, like, mindset going into this weekend, obviously really big win over them past couple weeks. Like, how do you kind of know, like, well, we already beat them by a lot, but at the same time, like, not backing down? Like, how do you guys take that?
Well, I think we learned our lesson last Thursday. Like we had beat Idaho by a decent amount, and then we came in and they kind of shocked us a little bit. So I think that was at least something to learn from, and know that, we're pretty good at winning on our home floor, but we need to be more consistent on the road. And how are we going to prepare for that? Like, it's a lot of mental preparation, because we know physically we can do it. It's more mental.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Did you have something else you wanted to say?
I don't think so. Yeah, 2 p.m. tip-off for the women, 7 p.m. tip-off for the men. Yeah, we'll be watching. We'll get you. I don't think. Oh, you're gone this weekend.
I'm gone.
Shoot. Okay. Well, we'll be watching. Tune in, 2 p.m., 7 p.m. ESPN Plus, and then hockey. They're both off this weekend.
Yes, they're both off.
So we're hoping for maybe a second episode of the week or an interview at least with some of the players as they head off to the regionals rounds of hockey.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Which
excited
we
to
may
see what
either squeeze 2 episodes this week or 2 episodes next week.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out, but stay tuned. We can definitely get it done. But yeah. High school athletics. Brady, do you want to touch on stuff?
Do you have stuff?
Do you
this
have
week?
stuff up?
I do have
Okay.
stuff
Oh,
up.
perfect.
So talking girls basketball right now, Gallatin sits at the top, 12-0 so far, 8-0 in conference play. Currently, Eastern AA division. That is not right. Gallatin sits at the top. Behind is Billings West 7-2, and then Billings West 6-3, and then overall Montana AA. Gallatin at the top, followed by Big Sky, where Cadence went. They're 12-2. They were dangerous last year. I remember watching Cadence.
Yeah,
I got hired to take pictures for her team.
Yes.
But then Billings West also sitting at 12-2, so pretty competitive this year. State basketball is roughly about a month away.
And is it here?
No, it's in
Or is it
Billings.
Billings? Okay, yeah.
These are the last 2 years.
Yeah.
But on the boys' side, boys Gallatin are sitting tied all for first place with Skyview and CMR at 6-2. I'm hoping they can make a deep run in the tournament again this year because we got rid of divisionals because it cost too much. So
Yeah.
you just have to outright win and make it to state.
Yeah.
And there's not that many schools, so it's fine.
Exactly. Yeah, there's not a whole lot. But yeah, this is Gallatin High Athletics. We all went to Gallatin. So we'll push you guys. Cheer for Gallatin because we like, and they're really good this year and coming off state win last year, like you said. So yeah, fun stuff going on. High school athletics overall is doing well.
Oh, also divisional wrestling.
and yes,
is happening this weekend at Belgrade High.
yeah, good stuff overall. In terms of athletics, now kind of getting into some other Bobcat news. Our first thing on here, I'll let Aiden talk about this.
Yeah.
You guys have seen these two hats that the guys are wearing.
Yes.
We've kind of been hinting stuff the last couple weeks on the stories and that. So I'll turn it over to you to come talk about this.
Yeah, so we're happy to announce our new partnership with Rock and
You guys can check
T6.
them out if you want.
They
Nice.
we're working on potentially getting a couple more designs done, but they have the Bobcat logo on the side and then our Bobcat Weekly logo up here on the front, and then obviously the T6 logo on the left-hand side. But T6, they're great people to work with. They do some NIL stuff. They make a lot of quality hats. I know you're wearing one of their hats right now.
Yes, this is
Um,
they
They make
do a
ton of-
couple designs with the camo and stuff. Yeah.
They're all good quality hats. They're all made here in the company's based here in Bozeman, and they do a lot with NIL and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
they do.
So, great company. We're proud to partner with them, and yeah, we'll stay tuned to see if we can get some more stuff out for you guys.
Yes, obviously there's going to be more stuff on the way, but we've kind of been hitting stuff on the shows and on the stories and that. But I'm super excited to actually launch this now, and I think that
should be available early. Well, hopefully by the time this podcast is out, but if not, a couple days later.
yeah, it's on the podcast. We'll push it on Instagram too. We'll keep pushing it. You guys will see it. But yeah, I think the first design turned out really nice. Aiden kind of worked on this logo as a new one the last couple weeks for us, and you guys saw the new intro we have for the start of the show is with that logo too. So yeah, I think everything has turned out really nice so far. Thank you to T6. Huge thank you to T6.
Making this possible.
Yes.
Yes. And then hopefully with that, like we have talked about, we're hoping once we get the batches rolling and stuff, we'll get them out to all the guests we've had on so far, which is a lot, but we'll be able to do it. So, yeah, we'll get out to the guests and kind of the big people that have helped us along with podcasts so
Yes.
far, and then it'll be this general release, and you guys will be able to start repping some Bobcat Weekly stuff, which
Yes. I'll put a link to, if it's up by the time that we do this, and if not, then I'll put it in after it gets up. But I'll put a link to the hats in the description, both on YouTube and on Spotify. So if you guys want to check those out, you can.
yeah, I think when we started this podcast back in August, I didn't think we'd get to the point of having merch, but here we are, February, and we've got merch coming. So, yeah, there's our big announcement for the show. We want to save it to a little bit later, but yeah, it's fun. Yeah, fun stuff. So hopefully you guys will be able to get stuff here very soon.
And they're really good quality too.
Yeah, they're
These
great.
ones
Yeah,
are like
they are.
the
Big Sky
athletic. Yeah, they're like the Big Sky Bravery
Kind of that
ones.
dry wick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're great.
And with the rope across front's a nice touch too. So, yeah. Design overall is really nice. So, yeah.
Very quality.
Okay. Second up here for our
We have a lot of
Bobcat news to talk about. That's fine.
Yeah, Bobcat news. None of these next, well, I guess 3 things now. It was 2 things have to do with the Bobcats. But starting off, Bobby has fallen. Bobby Houck retired as the Grizzlies head coach, which made all of us. Leonard made a nice little video about it, but it made all of us very happy.
It gets
because
better.
Even
Just
though,
wait.
even though I
So to start with, that we just got back from a trip and I was tired and I'm in the school and he comes in and he goes, strike up the band. I'm like, what happened? And he shows me his phone and it's like, Bobby Houck expect to retire. I'm like, no, that's not true.
yeah,
I didn't
well,
think
but
it was at first either. Yeah.
I looked at it and it said Coulter Nguyen reported on it, so I was like, oh, it's probably true.
So
Yeah.
then later in the day, we get the official notice that
That was just this afternoon, really.
No.
Well, his retirement.
Yes,
Not
sorry,
that part.
sorry.
We'll touch on that in a second.
To even add on to that, I've got the official number of reporters that showed up and people, because the press
Yeah.
conference was open. Whopping total of 11 people showed up to the press conference of him retiring.
Yeah, I know it's probably better for the Grizz that Bobby's gone now, and that we have a new Bobby. But
Bobby
And
Kennedy.
I just don't like Bobby so much that I'm fine with them being a little bit better, as long as Bobby Houck is no longer at the range catching paychecks from the University of Montana.
At least there's still a Bobby in the head coach position, so we can still.
Back it up, Bobby.
Yes.
Yeah, and you guys that have listened to you guys that did listen to his press or whatever you want to call it, he talked a lot about like what the state of college football is
Yes,
now,
this is hilarious.
which then goes on later. But
Yes.
he talked about NIL and like it has changed a lot. I mean, he's been a head coach for the Grizzlies for a while, a coach in general for a long time, and I do see where he's coming from in terms of like college football's not the same. Where like the one Grizz
beat Brent.
exactly like the one Grizz player this afternoon who NCAA gave him eligibility. This season will be his 9th season playing college football.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Right.
He said in our group chat this
he
afternoon.
started playing football when I was in elementary school.
We were all in elementary school, yeah. And I'm graduated.
Yes.
He's played for
9 years.
yeah.
That's wild.
Which that perspective, like the money, being able to play for whatever, I see where he's coming from in terms of that.
But 9 years.
Yeah, 9 years.
That's longer than some NFL career. That's longer than most NFL careers.
Could you imagine playing college basketball for 9 years?
It's too much and it's been 3.
Do that 2 more times.
Crazy.
All right,
Yeah,
before
back in the day, is
Yeah,
4 years of college football, and now it's
To
9.
make it more ironic, I'll say this next thing. Broke today.
No, hold on. Before you say what that is, the exact words from Bobby. Dealing with what college football has become is not always enjoyable as a head coach. I just haven't been enjoying it. I want to enjoy my career and my job.
Because you're losing to the Bobcats is
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
happening.
So the ironic part is what broke today is Bobby Houck has not retired. He is now going to Illinois as the defensive coordinator. So apparently it hasn't changed too much for him to stop coaching.
He just doesn't want
He
to be a
just
head
doesn't wanna
coach,
do
I
it
guess.
with the Grizz.
Doesn't want to be at the Grizz, and he's
Yeah.
tired of losing to us.
And he wasn't forced out. Yeah. You're telling me that you got a new head coach in 12 hours and he wasn't forced out.
Good grief.
Oh,
Very exciting.
At least he's out of Missoula. It's
At least he
fine.
should have been honest, but, that's not really a thing in Missoula.
I can't wait to get on Egress tonight and just watch all the Bobby hate flow in. I already saw a couple posts on Twitter today that just made me. I reposted a Grizz fans thing today because it just made me happy with the state of them now also hating Bobby Houck.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, if your coach did, I mean, same thing, like Brent Vegan, if he did that. Like, your coach says, or
I'm done with
basketball,
the sport.
whatever, I'm done with all this. And then a couple days later, he comes back. Like, you'd be mad about that. I mean, anyone would be.
I think Vegan's too honest of a guy to do something like that.
Yeah.
It has been a crazy week for
It has been a crazy
Bobcat
week.
players.
And you know what? We still
As
have
yes,
Brent
Joe.
Vegan.
We do still have Brent Vegan, and that makes me happy. The next big piece of news.
It's a happy, sad.
No, I'm not doing that one. Yet.
Oh, not
that one,
Bobby
yet?
Kennedy.
Okay.
We're going to continue with this. Not even Bobby Kennedy. We already
Grizz
kind of
rant.
touched on him. I don't have a ton of opinions on him yet because I haven't really seen him. But NDSU announced yesterday
Yes.
they are moving up to join the Mountain West Conference at the FBS level. So
Thank
Congrats
God.
to them. Yeah. Congrats to them. I mean,
from
Yes,
what I've heard
congrats,
so
but get
far-
out.
From what I've heard so far, our Vegas game with them is still on.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure if that will always still be on.
They would
but-
just probably have to pay us then.
no, because we're both getting paid by ESPN, so I don't think they'd have to pay us. But
field trip to Vegas.
yes, I'm hoping. Otherwise, I could see them moving like SDSU into it or something. But I'm hoping that they keep it because that'd be cool to get one last chance at them after they leave.
Yeah,
So-
but I mean, considering 2021 season and 2022, our first Frisco trip,
Yes.
we lose to NDSU by they blew us out, and
That was
then
insane. Well, we lost Tommy in like the first.
we
drive.
did. That was part of it, and then last year they beat us again at the end by a couple points, and NDSU has just kind of been our Achilles heel from the recent era. So. Thank the Lord they're out, 'cause now we don't have to worry about them.
I think this definitely is going to make the FCS way more competitive because NDSU
Yes.
was going undefeated every season and blowing straight to the championship.
Exactly.
And I
The
mean,
Nashville
I've been
area.
saying it for years now. Like, they should have moved up after their 10th national championship.
Yeah.
In the past 20 years, they've won 16 of them.
I remember standing in, I guess it would have been last year, Frisco, standing in the line to get in the stadium, and this dude's Letterman's jacket in front of us is like an NDSU one with all their championships. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like, dude, it's like, you guys.
Like, it's time.
It's like the kid that's it's like the kid that's in all like the like Disney movies, where it's like the kid in like 6th grade that like is beating the crap out of everyone because he's like 21.
Yeah.
And he just won't move up. So I'm glad they're moving up, but also kind of sad, but also
Good for them.
it
It'll be a
gives
good test for
everyone
them.
else a chance and makes it so that this Nashville era can be the era of the Bobcats instead of the era of the Bison.
So the school's going to have to pay $12.5 million to join the conference.
And on top of that, the other $5 million to join the NCAA to move up that they have to pay to the NCAA.
Yeah.
So it's $17.5 million total to move up.
But
Wow.
still, they are ineligible to compete in the Mountain West Conference Championship or the college football playoffs for 2 years.
Which is, I feel like, is going to be a problem because I feel like they are at a point where they could be
Yeah.
competitive at that level coming out of the gate.
But I mean, it's the NCAA rule.
yeah, so they can't.
And it's the same
change
deal
it,
if
but
you're moving from like a D2 to a D1 FCS.
Yeah.
You have to wait 2 years, then you can then play championship.
Yeah, and like you mentioned earlier, I mean, they're out. It allows another team to kind of like come up and fill those shoes, whether it's Montana or Montana State because we're winning again,
Or Illinois State,
whether it's
somehow.
whether it's the Grizz, who knows how they're going to be this year, or
Terrible.
like Idaho or a team like that. It allows another team
Not
to fill in,
Sac State.
but-
They've got a huge chip on their shoulder right
oh
now.
God, I have. the
You
amount
went-
of
you went
people-
on them back
The
in
amount
the
of
fall,
Sac
yeah.
State fans that have been on Twitter that have been like, the Big Five need to move up. Yeah, Montana, Montana State, South Dakota State, North Dakota State, Sac State. I'm like,
No.
All right, the other 4 I can agree with, but in no way, shape, or form is 7 and 5 Sac State deserving of moving up to the FBS level.
Ew, let them do their thing.
I mean, you sit over there and talk in your little
Yeah.
corner, but you're not.
So I know you guys probably made it to a couple of home football games this year. Which one was your favorite of the entire season?
Ooh, good question.
I actually think we only went to
Yeah.
like one.
The
Okay.
Gold Rush.
Yeah.
That's hard to beat.
Yeah.
But then we watched the
National
champion at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was just terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, it was worse for us.
Oh, I can
There.
imagine.
And
It was bad.
the final touchdown in overtime, like the railing kind of blocked off that part of the end zone, so I thought it was like overthrown.
It was
And I
like right
Oh.
below us. We were on
Yeah.
the corner, kind of. Yeah.
But
Yeah, it was stressful.
Terrifying.
And the guy like kept like
I'm
I
still
don't know
stressed
the
out
rules,
from
but
that
he
game.
was like dropping it, or like they were like false starting
yes,
it.
the false
Yeah.
starts
False-
and the
the false
bad
starts.
snaps.
Guys.
JT snapping over Justin's head, like, dude. Oh, yeah, that was a crazy week, crazy weekend.
Yeah.
Super Brawl could top that. Well, it was an exciting game too.
I
Yeah, it
think
was.
that it was very hard to top the Super Brawl, and then we did, which was
Yeah.
stressful as can be. but
Yeah.
We were on a plane, I think, for that one, and like we were about to take off, and everyone's like, "Oh my god!"
And then people's like phones were delayed, so like we'd be watching, but we'd be behind, and then they'd be cheering over there, and like, what's going on?
What happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was also kind of a roller coaster of emotions throughout, but yeah, they did it.
A little less of a roller coaster
Yeah,
than the
Just a
national
little bit.
championship, but
Like I think Aiden said that the week after we got back, lost a couple years off our lives after watching that
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
but luckily for this upcoming season, Gold Rush were scheduled to play Butler, which is not a great
won't.
football school.
We won't lose to Butler.
Yeah.
Don't say that
Don't
now
jinx it,
because then we
knock on
don't.
Yeah.
'Cause I did somewhat question them scheduling SDSU because they're a tough opponent, but
We scheduled them a long time ago. And
that's true. That's true.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, we talked about it a couple weeks ago too. Like one of my favorite things about like Bobcat football games is like the cold winter playoff games, which we didn't have this year because it was
We haven't had them for the past
Four-
2. Our
no.
coldest game last year was Frisco,
which made no sense. But
and that was cold.
yeah,
I was lucky, and I was up in the heated box section up above
Yeah.
the end zone. So I was
Because
you
you're
two
better
got
than
to
everyone else.
freeze it out. No, because my dad bought tickets and didn't realize that they were fancy tickets. So
yeah.
we got lucky
So you
there.
just left us to suffer.
I think I brought you food at halftime. No, I didn't. We went over and rode the mechanical bull. That's what we did.
That was because that was the best part of the night
Yeah,
was
that
us
the
riding the
best part of
mechanical
night
bull.
was We went
Yeah.
and rode the mechanical bull in the end zone. Yeah.
Speaking of, there's a bunch of tangents we don't need to go on, but we have all those clips from Nashville.
I need to
Of
put
our mic'd up
I'm-
clips.
Yeah, I need to put together all the clips.
We
of
have
us.
mic'd up clips of us
They
on
had,
the mechanical
they had
bull.
mechanical bull at the
bash.
Bobcat bash. We might have had some wonderful clips of
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Okay. Yeah, the Grizzlies, things are changing in Missoula. Moving on, our next point on here, Coach Howe
Sadly.
from the football staff is also
Bittersweet.
moving on. Yes.
Yep, he's moving. Unlike Bobby Houck, he's not retiring and unretiring. He is moving on to, I believe, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
So good for him. Well deserved. He's a great coach. Sad
Greater
to see him
person.
go, but looking forward to what he can do down there in Pittsburgh. Wish it was with a better NFL team, but I mean, it's Pittsburgh.
Getting
Maybe
to be
he'll
a-
be their turning point.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Getting to go coach for an NFL team is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
It's great for him. Yeah.
Nice big paycheck.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's been here since, I just looked this up. He's been here since 2021. So he was a defensive coordinator, co-defensive coordinator in 2024. Also helped with run game and then took over fully this year. He did a great job. I mean, obviously
Since
the
that
defense
position
was
was open, we should have
wonderful.
offered it to Bobby.
Could you imagine?
Oh my god. Well, he'd never be able to. He wouldn't be able to live in Bozeman because he can't spend a dime in Bozeman.
Oh,
so,
that's true.
So he'd have to like live in a box underneath the BAC or something.
No, he would just live in Livingston and commute
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah, but I mean, we had a handful of defensive guys throughout the time, right? I mean, like Danny, the first guest who graduated, but Danny, Kenny, Seth, Takari, obviously a lot of big names.
All of them love Coach House.
Yeah, exactly.
Sad to see him go, but yeah, very happy for him. Interested to see who's going to fill that position.
Yeah, and I have in my like giant album of clips. Actually, I have Seth week 3 talked about. He said he came to Montana State because of Coach House. That's
Yeah.
kind of bittersweet now he's leaving, but he's got a bright future ahead of him. And congrats to Coach Howe on that. So that's pretty cool.
Brady?
Yeah, Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes.
You wanna-
Former Montana State football standout Ty Okada wins Super Bowl 60 with the Seattle Seahawks. Pretty big for him. It's a good year for sports for me because I'm a Mariners fan, and we almost made the World Series. And I mean, as a Mariners fan, that's about as good as it's ever going to get. Being the only team that's never made it to a World Series. And then Cats obviously win the national championship, and then Seahawks win.
Yeah.
So pretty good year for me for
I
sports.
kind of a
but-
dull game from what I didn't
Oh,
watch
it
the whole
was so
thing, but
boring.
Yeah.
Just
It was
field goal
so-
after field goal.
So boring. Jason Myers should have won MVP, but or Ty Okada. I mean,
Yeah.
that would have been great too.
yeah, congrats to Ty too. I mean, he was a lot of fun to have while he was here in Bozeman. But yeah,
Got a bunch of other Big Sky Conference guys.
Yeah,
across the
there's a lot.
Seahawks.
We had 9.
and
9, yeah.
and just in the playoffs in general and in the Patriot side too. So
Huge
Yeah, very
showing
cool for
for
them.
Big Sky ball.
yes, okay. Next point I have on here: Montana State Track and Field, Easton Heidelberg named Big Sky Men's Indoor Athlete of the Week. He's a thrower like
Yep.
you. I mean, you can talk on this more, but yeah,
Super
it's-
great
it's good
guy.
for him.
He's an insane thrower. Joined the 60 club this week, so he threw 60 feet.
In
Shot put,
that
which is
yeah.
just unheard of. He looks like a cyclops.
He's huge.
But he's a beast. Great guy too. Definitely deserved it, and I think he does hold the school record for shot put. I think it's 62 feet.
Nice. Yeah.
Great.
NDSU, you already talked about.
Women's golf spring season underway now, so
Yeah.
more news on them to come.
Maybe some guests getting into the
Yeah.
spring. We had some struggles in the fall, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, they had that home tournament in the fall, which is kind of cool. They don't in the spring, but yeah, we'll be I think they started yesterday or today, so we'll be talking about them
I mean,
next
certainly
week.
they can be playing outside soon
Yeah, seriously.
because all the golf courses are opening up this
I know. I
week.
had buddies
Yeah,
playing
'cause it's
Black Bowl
freaking
yesterday.
February, and it's 29 at 8:41 at night. The high today was 46, and it snowed a lot, but it's not there. anymore,
What
but-
day was it? It was Saturday. The thermometer in the truck said like 60. I'm like, this
know.
is dumb.
We were in Missoula last week, and I'm walking around down on Reserve at 10:30 at night, and I'm like, why am I able to wear jeans and a T-shirt at 10:30 at night
Yeah,
in
it was
February?
the stupidest thing.
Whatever. We'll be playing golf soon now.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
We've
people.
been playing in the garage, but I mean that's
A lot of our guests we've talked to like golf. So we'll be hopefully getting out with them soon if it doesn't snow. But whatever.
Of course, now that we're going to go out and try and golf, it's going to start snowing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And it's not going to stop until the end of May.
Are you
Right,
guys
exactly.
golfers at all?
Yeah, I am.
Yes, nice. Like to hear it. We've got this is actually
This is
a
actually a golf
simulator.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's kind of small.
It works out
It
for
works.
a projector to put stuff
Yes.
up on. So yeah,
It'll stretch out to like here, but
And
it
then-
folds out. Yeah.
And then we got It's
Again, more things about the garage that people don't know until they come here.
for those of you that don't know, we're in a garage. A lot of people have asked me where we record, and it is in
It's
fact
not
in
a
garage.
fancy studio or anything.
because we're just a bunch of broke high schoolers.
Yeah.
Except you.
Aiden's garage.
Yeah, except for the degenerate that lives at home.
All right, moving on. Spring rodeo. They announced
Yes.
dates this past week, I think. April 9th through 12th at the field house. 7 p.m. for the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then 1 p.m. on Sunday.
Yeah.
They did put up a QR code with on the rodeo Instagram page for pre-sale, I think. I don't know if it's on
By
general
the time
sale
this
yet,
is
but-
out, it'll be on general sale. Try and
Yeah.
get those tickets fast; they will sell out.
Oh, yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday sell out really quickly. Sunday for the short round is usually not as many people go to that because it's at 1 p.m. So it's early. It's that they got the Calcutta, I think at like 10, and then and then the rodeo at
But definitely the Thursday, Friday,
Thursday, Friday,
Saturday
Saturday.
shows are going
They're
to
all
be.
Get
fun.
tickets.
It's a great event. For those of you that have never been, I highly suggest trying to get tickets and going. It's a lot of fun and.
And I think at least one of the nights they let the football team run out with the
Yeah,
flags.
they did.
Yes.
So cute.
It was really funny.
All right.
It was funny to see like guys in helmets coming out with the flag across the dirt. This is sick.
Well, you got to pay them back somehow.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
And hopefully we'll do a little after basketball season's over. We'll do a little run up to the rodeo with some rodeo athletes.
Yeah.
So look forward to that.
Yeah, that should be fun. That pretty much wraps up our Bobcat news. We had a lot of news to talk about this week
Yes.
between Bobby and everything else. That was more entertaining than I think we've had any other weeks.
All over my chair.
Yeah, well, that's kind of just about everything we have on here. Any last thoughts, shout outs you guys want to give?
Shout outs.
I feel like your family, they provided all the questions.
Yeah, thanks for all the Instagram questions, guys. We're now joint.
We may have to
joint
do like
second.
something on the other side for like
The
second,
Bunyans.
third place. Yeah. Yes.
Bunyans.
Thanks, Mom.
We've had a big showing with the families doing questions.
Yes.
Yeah, last
it's,
week-
it's always
Multiple.
Last week was a lot of teammates with the hockey girls. Lost a lot of family too. Yeah.
Fun. There's a couple questions we couldn't put up. But, so,
I had to. This is actually the first time I've had to do this in 23 episodes. I had to cut like a section out of the show. It's like
well,
this
we
cannot
had to
go
cut
on
a little
air.
bit on the Pauls, but then there was a big section we had to cut.
It's like this cannot go on air. Sorry.
Yep, that one had to be.
So they're like, can we talk about this? I'm like, yeah, I'll cut it later. It's fine. It was yeah.
It's a great story. It's really really funny, but not for
No. Yeah. Yeah. Well, kind of wraps up things for us here. Guys, thank you again for tuning in to Bobcat Weekly, episode 24. And thank you guys for coming on to the show, taking the time to come chat with us.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Yes, really appreciate it. Fun getting into more kind of fully getting into basketball now as we kind of finish up football and that. We'll still have some football guests kind of sprinkled in here and there, but yeah, getting some more ladies on the podcast. Second international guest as well behind Anna. So
We've gotten a bit of a run. The last 3 episodes have been all female guests.
yeah, for whatever reason, that's how it works out. But
Women in sport.
yeah, yeah, having a lot of fun with it, and yeah, continue to just kind of roll along with this. So check us out on our socials. We're on Instagram, obviously. Aiden runs the Twitter, and then
Sorry.
and
if
then
I say something, I promise I'm not being serious.
yeah, and then we're on Amazon, Apple, Spotify, YouTube as well. if
We're
you-
on TikTok now too.
Oh,
so
Yeah,
I
he runs the
remember
TikTok.
I run the
I
TikTok,
sent,
and
I sent him an idea for a video.
you
today,
shouldn't have
so-
let me get access to this, but we're gonna have some fun coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, if you guys actually want to watch us, come on YouTube, or I mean, you watch on Spotify, too.
Spotify,
But
Apple. Yep.
yes, hit those notes.
I would say Amazon, but I don't think anyone actually listens on it. We're on Amazon, but I don't think anyone actually listens.
Roger Davis.
Oh, sorry. we put it on there just for Roger Davis. Love
Shout
you,
out,
Roger.
Roger.
Shout out.
Love you, Roger.
I have to usually send him the episodes and then instruct him how to do it.
Press the buttons and do the thing.
He's not that old.
And
Oh, Roger.
like last week, Aiden's like, "Why are you talking about like where the?" I'm like, "Because we're 23 episodes in this, and people still ask me where to watch it, so I have to talk about it every week." But thank you to all the supporters out there. as well as we posted the other day, hit 900 followers on the Instagram, and we're already going way up from that too. So, yes, continuing to grow.
Hopefully 1,000 in the upcoming weeks.
But oh yeah,
It'd
it'll be
huge.
it'll be in
9:15
the
right now.
in the next couple weeks. I have a feeling, but. Yeah, that just about does it here from the garage of Aiden's house. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. Stay tuned for either maybe a second episode this week with hockey players or one next week. We'll see. We'll just kind of play by ear. But, yeah, we're going to get out of here, maybe go get some food and then go to bed. But, yeah, thank you guys for listening. But up until episode 25, go Cats.
Go Cats.
Go Cats.
Perfect.